What's up everybody, this is DeanoGTO, and today we're looking at the new customization system that came out with patch 9.21. So I'm just going to start off with just showing how the system I believe was intended to be used, with mainly the Chinese vehicle here first, then we'll go on to the French vehicle, then we'll go on to the last vehicle, and the last vehicle has a kind of a flaw with it. So first off, let's just show you I've just put some transparent camo on all three of these all three of these zones. So transparent camo on this one here, transparent camo on this one. Actually, I'll just show you here. I'll just make sure I have the right one picked. So let's do that. So transparent camo, and transparent camo. So that's pretty important, because what I'm about to do here is I'm about to actually choose the color that I want the tank to be. So I'm going to start off with yellow. So how you can see the yellow through the transparent camo. I'm just going to click off here. I'm going to add it to all three areas of the... I'm trying to think of what's all three camouflage pattern designs. So winter, you can see the yellow, and summer, you can see the yellow. However, you'll notice here if I do this, the yellow is pretty much non-existent because that's not a transparent camo. And this is pretty important whenever you're looking at certain vehicles. So, I'm not going to actually buy that stuff because I don't really need it. When you go to, as an example, English tanks, they can have some pretty interesting colors, like you can pretty much black out your tank if you want to, which I think looks pretty cool. And then you get to the camos. So, there's not a single option for transparent camo with the English tanks. So if you put a camo onto your tank, even one that looks like it might have been transparent, it's just going to completely remove the color that you added to it. You'll still be paying for the color, but you won't be able to see the color. So it's kind of annoying how they hadn't just added at least one transparent option for all the different weather types. This is the most extreme example, I should just point out. The English tanks have no options for transparent camos. I think actually technically the only one that really works is actually the Black Widow one. It sort of has a different color onto it. So it's 750 gold, though you're not really going to spend that amount of money on it. So yeah, it's interesting how exactly this has worked out, but not every nation has the option to all the transparent options. The US has transparent for summer, transparent for winter, nothing for desert though. And when it comes to the Russians, for summer they have nothing, for desert they have nothing, and winter they have 3. So I'm basically just trying to warn you here that if you're putting the paints onto your tank, make sure you actually have a camo that you can actually use with the paint, because otherwise you're going to be better paint that you won't be able to see. The alternative to this, of course, is if you're only buying the paint and you have no intention of using camo, in which case you can just do stuff like this. And there's no real issue with that there, because if you have no intention of camo, then you have nothing to worry about in regards to opaque or transparent. And you can also come up with some pretty interesting color combinations. What I've essentially made there is a Joker tank. So yeah, you can come up with some pretty cool combinations of color, but you do need to be aware of transparent versus not transparent camos, because you don't want to buy something you're not really going to be able to see just by accident. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this here. Do you think this is a bit of a flaw in the system? Do you think this was just a mistake by Wargaming, or do you think it's going to be something that they're going to try and fix in the future? Because it does seem like a pretty cool system. I think that the Black Widow camo for the most part actually looks pretty cool on most tanks. The problem is it's 750 gold, and by the way, I should just point out, these effects are ridiculous price-wise. I mean, look at how much that costs for, that's 300 gold 3 times. That's a ridiculous amount of credits to spend. Or not credits, a ridiculous amount of gold to spend on something that you can honestly barely see. Can you see a difference between those? Let me see. So I'll add that on. It changes the color very slightly. I really don't see why you would spend 900 gold doing that all three weather types. Like, it just seems completely overpriced to me. Meanwhile, you can just go and buy the Black Widow one, which is only 750 gold, so you save 150 gold, and it changes over everything pretty much for you. So, one thing I'm not really 100% sure on is this here. Like, what is that actually? Is like different parts of is like a different part of the tank a different color or something? I'm not 100% sure how this works yet, but yeah. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with the system. The system's got a better interface. I just think they need to add an option to just automatically equip all or something like that there, just to make it a little bit more user friendly and make it a bit easier for people to actually use. But that's pretty much it in regards to the interface. As for the camos themselves, I think in the future Wargaming are probably going to hammer out a few transparent camos for all different nations, just in order to make full use of this new system that they've developed. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the actual new customization system. Are you going to be taking advantage of the new colors and stuff you can add to your tanks? And yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think of it. And did you know about like the transparent versus opaque camos and stuff like that? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.